As mentioned in my letter dated 23rd May, 24th June, and 15th July 2025, in accordance with Resolution 68/275 of 6 June 2014 and 69/269 of 2nd April 2015, the Assembly established the United Nations Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela Prize as an honorary award to be presented once every 5 years as a tribute to recognize the outstanding achievements of 2 individuals, 1 female and 1 male, who have dedicated their lives to the service of humanity by promoting the purposes and principles of the United Nations while honoring and paying homage to Nelson Mandela's extraordinary legacy of reconciliation, political transition, and social transformation. Excellencies, distinguished laureates, ladies and gentlemen, today we celebrate one of the towering figures of our time, Nelson Mandela. We honor his courage, his leadership in the struggle for freedom, and his lifelong commitment to unity across Africa. Madiba embodied the values of peace, equality, human rights, and service to others. He reminded us that freedom is meaningless without justice, that justice is the bedrock of peace, that peace depends on institutions that protect the rights and dignity of all people, and that these fundamental freedoms must never be compromised. In a world still divided by conflict and inequalities, Mandela's legacy urges us to still choose dialogue over hatred, understanding over fear and vengeance, and unity above all. Indeed, it is still in our hands to combat inequality and poverty, as this year's theme reminds us. This duty does not rest with any single leader or nation. It belongs to us all, belongs to all peoples, belongs to all nations. Dear friends, today's commemoration holds special significance, for we also host the award ceremony for the 2025 United Nations Nelson Mandela Prize. This is the 3rd edition of this prestigious award. It is conferred every 5 years to those who have dedicated their lives to the service of humanity and advancing the purposes and principles of the United Nations. It is my honor to welcome and congratulate this year's distinguished laureates. First, Ms. Brenda Reynolds of Canada is a social worker who brings a lifetime of lived experience, advocacy, and leadership to the forefront of indigenous peoples' health, mental wellness, and reconciliation efforts both in Canada and internationally. Second, Mr. Kennedy Odede of Kenya is an advocate of social entrepreneurship and community development. He is the founder and chief executive officer of Shining Hope for Communities, which empowers local communities and delivers vital services to over 2.4 million people each year. The selection of these remarkable leaders sends a powerful message that grassroots leadership places the power in our hands to create change. that each of us can make a difference. In this regard, I express my sincere appreciation to the selection committee comprised of the permanent representatives of Bahrain, Egypt, Finland, Poland, St. Kitts and Nevis, and South Africa as an ex officio member for their time, energy, and tireless engagement. I am also grateful to the eminent personalities who, in their advisory capacity, offered wisdom, invaluable advice, and insights that are pivotal in identifying laureates who reflect Mandela's spirit. Her Excellency Ms. Marcella Liebert, Governor General of the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, Her Excellency Ms. Tarja Halonen, former President of the Republic of Finland, His Excellency Dr. Mohamed Mustafa El-Baradei, Nobel laureate, former Vice President of Egypt, and former Director General of the International Atomic Energy Agency, and Ms. Elżbieta Mikos-Kuza, Senior Lecturer at the Faculty of Law, University of Warsaw, Poland. My sincere thanks also go to the Department of Global Communications and Under Secretary General Melissa Fleming for their extraordinary support. Excellencies, this year also marks the 10th anniversary of the Nelson Mandela Rules, the United Nations Standard Minimum Rules for the Treatment of Prisoners, on which I convened a high-level debate last month. These rules are a testament to yet another aspect of Nelson Mandela's legacy, justice, and dignity for all everywhere. It is a legacy born from 27 years spent behind prison bars, where Mandela held firm to the belief that freedom, dignity, and equality were not just a dream for the few, but a destiny for all. Excellencies, this dream now rests in our hands. Nelson Mandela's life was a call to action, one that rings across generations today. As we mark the 80th anniversary of the United Nations, let us draw strength from his courage. Let us realize the promise of the United Nations Charter. Let us reaffirm faith in human rights, in the dignity and worth of human person, in equality between men and women. And let us establish conditions that ensure justice and respect for the obligations arising from the law. Our abiding aim must be to strengthen multilateralism so that tomorrow's leaders who will write its next chapters pick up a mantle of courage, compassion, and hope. What counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived, as Madiba once said. It is what difference we have made to the lives of others that will determine the significance of the life we lead. Let us forge ahead and make a difference. Thank you.